Hello everybody, my name is Deamonic and welcome to the Dark Souls 1 guide. This guide is mainly about bosses, but I'm hoping to cover a lot of things. I mean, I've noticed a lot on the Steam forums especially, people asking for help with all number of different bosses. And I've always asked myself, why? Why do you need summoned help for these bosses? So I'm going to give you a guide on how best that I have found to solo each boss. I'm going to give you specific strategies on bosses that require said strategy. Most bosses are, well, they're easy if you know what you're doing, but as you see, I've picked up the cell key. This is how you start the game. The other way I like to start the game is first of all getting rid of the sword hilt, because you won't need that, and taking off some of this armour so that we can fast roll and move quickly. Now, a lot of this I'm expecting many people to already know and already have the gist of the game and stuff. So what I'm going to do is that but for those that don't know, maybe come to the game new, maybe even played Dark Souls 2 first and then came into Dark Souls, I will go through each area as well, but I will make sure that there is something in the subscription where you can skip straight to the boss if that's all you're interested in. So we light that bonfire. So we'll just cover the basics while we're here in what I'm probably going to name the prologue. Sitting at the bonfire sets it as your checkpoint, unlike Dark Souls 2 where simply lighting it is your checkpoint. In Dark Souls 1 you have to sit. Next point, don't know how many new players would have understood this straight away, but this guy right now, don't have to fight him yet. You could try and punch him to death, but I mean the damage is beyond poor. There's a door here, and that's how you get out of that. So there's a bonfire here. I find it completely useless. I usually just light it so it's not unlit, because me and OCD about clean screen space and stuff being right is weird with me, but you don't even have to light it. We'll equip that shield just to show you that you can just block those arrows. Nearly all attacks are blockable. There's a few that aren't, but you'll soon figure that out on your own. I picked up the sword, right? Yeah. There we go, our first weapon. So you can just go behind. That's the backstab. And so, am I mid-rolling now? Yes, I am. Maybe I'll have to take my shirt off. Not a big fan of that in real life, but you didn't really need to know that, did you? Yeah. Up the stairs, a boulder will come at you. Just stay to the left and come down a bit more once it activates, and it won't hit you. And it opens up here to talk to Oscar. Now, I'm not really going to bother with the whole lore thing. I mean, there's plenty of other people that do that, and this is just a guide. So if you want to hear each character's dialogues, then there are other YouTubers out there, other content providers that will allow you to do just that. So we're just going to say yes. And that'll give us the Estus flask and the key to the upper area. So we want to go down first and make sure that this little shortcut is open. That's very helpful for a little bit later. And then we got this guy. Simple, just block his attack. Strike back with your own. Very simple, and we can open that door. Move on here to this guy. Now you could do exactly the same as I just showed you, but you could also parry. Wait for the arm to come at you, and then hit the parry button. See? There is a delay before you have to riposte, and riposting is just a simple tap of the attack button. Oh, and that arrow hit me. So just circle around him and give him a backstab. Guy in here you don't have to fight, but if you practice parrying quite early on, then the game gets a hell of a lot easier. So each new enemy that you come up against, maybe it's best to practice parrying. That might help you if you're struggling through some areas. And right here is the true time that we can face the boss. This boss doesn't require strategy, just forward R2 off. That maximises your plunging attack damage. And then just wail on him until he's dead, making sure to dodge his attacks. And there you go. Easy. And that is the tutorial of the game. Yeah, a few souls, get our starting equipment. Remember that the equipment that you pick up will be the equipment that you see on your character when you choose a class. I chose the warrior class just because it has the most rounded stats for what I'm trying to accomplish here. Oh yeah, if you've played Dark Souls 2, you probably know the crows. Well, there's a crow in this game as well. It resides here. For some reason, the audio doesn't set off anymore since the move into Steamworks. So, but again, if you're after dialogue, there's loads of other videos out there. And here we are, Lordran, Firelink Shrine, main hub. So I'm going to up my dexterity by 1, and up my vitality by 1. I am going to up my strength by 1. And there we go. That'll do for now. And that is now set as our checkpoint. Was there anything else I needed to cover in this short video? I can't think of anything. Plenty of items around to pick up. These soul items will really help you. Each one of those smaller ones will give you, what is it? It's 200 souls. And as they fundamentally get larger with, more impressive names, then they give you more souls, of course. In here we've got some crap red eye orbs if you're interested in invading other players. There's some quick red eye orbs. This is a very important chest, Homeward Bones. Let you go back to the last bonfire you rested at. And don't bother fighting these skeletons, you're most likely too weak to fight them. I mean, the damage is awful and they can bleed you down quite quickly. Ooh, up the stairs, please. Whoa! Right, a sprint would be nice. Controller's playing up on me now. So we keep going. Rest back at the bonfire, that will reset the skeletons. So we can go back for the last couple of soul items in this area. And there is one here. And there's one up here. one last thing to do for those who may want to know how to give themselves the absolute best start that they can once they get into Lordran, and that would be to hop down here. I did forget to mention that I didn't take any gifts with his character, and I named him Helper because that's what he's all about. It's all about helping you. I wanted to... honestly can't remember how you get some of these things up now. Toggle display, there you go. So that's the character I created. Just a helper, male warrior with no gift. And give you an idea of what he looks like when his skin hasn't gone all crispy. So there's another soul item there. If you manage to get some Titanite shards, this guy down here, he's a blacksmith. He can help. You can upgrade your weapons. Sometimes you'll get a Titanite shard drop from the hollow soldiers, which are the ones with the grey shields and their heavier looking armour. Right here is an S-stock for those of you that like jabbing weapons. Oh, did I just piss you off? Transient curses for fighting the ghosts. Don't use one just yet. This is just a quick run to give you the best possible start if you didn't take the master key. And this is the way that the developers intended you to play the game, after all, is without the master key. Ow. I do sometimes forget how long the reach of those things are. And that's what we were after. Can I get... oh. Yeah, I'm gonna die now. Alright, calm the fuck down, Ghosty. Well, at least I didn't waste a homeward bone, and it was like, what, 70 souls? So, I'm not all that worried. Go talk to the Firekeeper here. It's the Firekeeper soul we just picked up to upgrade our Estus flask. So more HP recovery per chug. And that covers the prologue. In the next episode, we'll be going up towards that way and going through the Berg and fighting that area's boss. So thank you all for joining me. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do hope you enjoy your stay. And I will catch you all in the next episode. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace!